my guitar is my first love. It's like my first instrument. That's like really my passion. So everything else that I do it for that. So just to feed that passion. I think the guitar as an instrument will survive through all this. It will kind of become this hybrid, different thing. Who knows? I think we will borrow, the guitar is borrowed from different genres of music, and it will continue to evolve and adapt itself. The guitar players that I really were attracted to were guys who had a very unique compositional style. So for me, composition is so important, even as a guitar player, because it's the context in which you're playing your individual voice. Guitar players will need to continuously innovate and sort of fight harder to make themselves heard, and that's cool. Then it's music. Then you're fighting. There are some great guitar players. There are lots of very talented new guys who are coming on the scene. If the guitar has to survive, it's got to fight.
I have very positive feelings about music and the young people and guitar in the future. Today it's become a huge instrument in India. I think guitar has really caught on to the young people's minds here, and I think it's also they want to change. They've learned the guitar not through Jimi Hendrix and not through the Rolling Stones or the blues. And I'm also excited with young people, like my daughter is learning guitar now, and she has a whole different view on it. It's not so much the technique or the skill, it's more the happiness that it brings and what joy does this. So for me, it's really interesting. It's really interesting that these young people are so enthusiastic and they want to learn it now. I think soul will come back, I'm sure, because I think that's the fundamental energy that life has.
When I was learning all this stuff, it was really hard to get stuff. So you found one website that had something and you kind of stuck with it. There wasn't too much in the way of even like guitars and gear. It was hard, you always had to wait for somebody to come into India from some other country who could get you some piece of gear. There wasn't YouTube in those days, which I think sometimes also was a good thing, because there's so much stuff now. There's so much stuff available. It's so easy to flit from one idea to the next, and it can be very confusing. Maybe a majority have moved on to a kind of a certain type of music that maybe more accessible or maybe requires less practice. But on the other side has gone deeper into music that is even further away from the mainstream, and that is harder to execute, and harder to learn and harder to reach that level of musicianship where you can perform it.